So anyway, that was kind of a bad idea. Let me put that back. Oh, that's too bright. Too bright. No. There we go. Let's see. A day before Grand Theft Turkey Day. Just you know, if you're going out hunting for your turkey, if you happen to be doing that, make sure you don't shoot. Make sure you don't shoot the person that's gone with you, because we don't want to have whoops. Like what happened with Dick Cheney, thinking that I think his friend or companion that was with him accidentally shot him. I thought he was a deer, but anyway. It's really. I don't know, the energy has been weird lately, but still, it's post-eclipse, so what can you expect? That Black Moon was conjuncted, so. Well, I figured, I was fresh in my mind and thinking about it. Nowadays, I believe people kind of are not really thinking for themselves the way that they should be doing it. Point being, they're allowing somebody else to tell them what's best for them, what's not best for them, what's good, what's bad, what's dreadful, what's really trying to salvage them, bring them their paradise and the whatnot, and just telling them whatever the heck they want, whatever they want to hear, but at the same time also taking a swing at them. That's really not how it's supposed to be, because believe it or not, and I think, you know, this might be something I'll put in the title or somewhere. A good thought, though, as you know, has the right side has the light, to the left has the dark. Then here's this question. Which one is there more of? Which one holds the other? Which one's the most powerful of the two? This might be where it conflicts. It might conflict. There might be a big World War III that goes on. If so, that is what it is. But we're talking about being realistic, practical, and down to earth and upfront about it. Not being all like, well, we gotta see the light, we gotta be legit and all that. Not exactly. Whoop, wrong button. Because reality. No, not that. Wrong button. Please hold your pigeons. Get out of my life. Get out of the way. Thank you. In reality, though, turn that down. Make sure. Well, that's the wrong way. That's gonna wake up the house. I go that way. But in reality, the light really comes from one place. At least, you know. The heck are you doing, honey? Computer, you're acting crazy. Keep your weave on, hon. Please keep that weave on. So that way I don't have to question your... There we go. But anyway, so... in all reality, all that people believe that, oh, the light is more superior than the dark. You sure about that? Are you quite sure about that? Because, point being, the dark actually holds... Hello. The dark holds the sun. Because of that, actually more than just the sun. What the heck are you doing, hon? Hold on. Let me just tell this thing to chill. Okay, now it should be fine. Ugh. Hey, Amorous. First one to come through. But still. The dark actually holds the sun and all the other planets with it. Even though the light and the dark, they stop at one another, and the midpoint is actually what's known as twilight. Not like, oh, Edward, sparkle vampire, none of that. No. There's the sun, then here's the dark all around it. It's actually holding it in place. So, usually with the dark, not the arc. Yeah. Hi, Sly. But the dark is, yes, I'm just rambling about whatever nonsense that I decided to talk about for a split second. But the question I asked was, which one is actually more substantially, well, I said more powerful and more evident, but between the light and the dark, I mean, that's your choice to say, but logically, and at least the way that I look at it, yes, you can. The dark is actually the one that's the most abundant, because the light isn't. They meet. Not really. Because the void, chaos, from chaos came Nyx, if that makes sense. And chaos is the void. And the void, originally, was written by what was his name from Greek. But essentially chaos. Should you go to school today? I mean, I never missed a day of school when I was in, doing schooling and all that. I never missed a day. So, up to you. Not even that, because the void didn't have color. The void had nothing. It didn't even know it couldn't even. It's so hard to describe because with the void there's nothing. No color, no shades. Yes. But from the void came Nyx. Nyx is the primordial goddess of the night, the dark. From nothing came Nyx. Let's sit with that thought for a bit. But anyway, so let's see here. So we'll go with who was I believe. Okay, so who? Okay, I'll go with. Okay, so I guess Amorous was the first one to ask technically. But anyway, the way that I look at it though is that from it's kind of hard for me to explain my way, because for me, everything, every deity and spiritual being exists, even if I've never seen it before, even if I've never interacted with it. And until I do, I can't really say much about them. So, but anyway, for Amorous's message from Spirit. Oh, that's okay. One, and then we're going to pull another one. So we have Empress. I love this Empress. She's like, oh, darling, what are you doing here with Mama? And then you have the Ten of Cups. So, at least what I'm getting from this if there has been something that you have been not getting the most satisfaction from, because this depiction of the Ten of Cups, you have the vampire like, that's it? What? I sucked all that and this tastes so bad? The heck is this? I'm so dissatisfied. I thought this blood was going to be, worth it. It's not. You could be really dissatisfied with a with a wish that was bestowed to you, and you're not feeling really emotionally fulfilled. But in reality, with it, with the Empress behind it, is that sometimes the wishes you get may not be the most satisfactory emotionally, but that does give you the opportunity to be more creative and actually allow the Crazy Rain, I like that name. This is actually an opportune time to take this satisfied state and actually start to come up with more ideas to actually birth a new wish and a new end result to go towards. So don't let something that's like, really, this was the worst blood I've ever sucked in my life. Oh, no, I'm not going to bother with this again. But still, take the time to actually really revisit yourself and really take stock what you really do want to pursue and invest with and gain from. That's the message I'm getting from this. But just make sure you actually do it that's pleasing to you and you take the time for it. Because the Empress is a Queen card, and essentially the Empress, well, you don't tell the Queen no, and she gets what she wants always. At least that's what I get. So, oh my gosh, who's next? Okay, where is she? I guess I'll just do the one for Maddie, friends asking like to go to school or not. Okay, let's see what the deck. That sounds so bad. Let's see what the D says on the deck, not something else. Love you, let go. Oh, well, that's funny because we have the Empress and now we have someone else. Oh. Talk about having a lot of a kingly hot daddy with us. So we have the Emperor with the King of Twigs. Well, in this, we have there's the Emperor, authority figure, and then we have King with Twigs. But it actually looks like the it actually looks like the vampire from Nosferatu. Yeah, that kind of does look like him. So, should you go to school today? Probably should, because if you don't, you might get someone heat-headed. But just after when, the day's over and done with, heck, you're free to go and throw your willpower in any way direction, because you have a lot of boom behind it. And a lot of zest, too. And also a bit of an authoritative push, too. Just do go, because if you don't, you might have Hanky and Panky, or two figures that are kind of authoritative come at you and be like, why didn't you go to school? Well, because it's boring, and I'm not learning what I want to learn. That came out of nowhere. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, Paul. What's Paul? Whoa! I almost got hit in the face with the card. Paul, what does the deck got to say for Paul? You. And you. Oh. So Paul, we have the Knight of Blades, and then the Two of Swords. Now, this is a different kind of Two of Swords if you read Tarot. This one's different. So, Paul, you have a choice. Do you pick the woman in dark, or do you pick the woman in the light? Whichever route you go with, go full speed ahead. Because you have one choice that you're completely aware of, and you're somewhat able to predict what's going to happen. Or you can go with the dark one, the one that's more seduceful, and the one you have no idea where it's going to go. You got to make your choice. But if you choose one, go full speed ahead with it. So choose carefully. You can choose the one that's more secure, or the one that you may never know what might happen. But you never know. The one that's in the shadow may be the one that has the most to give you than the one that's in the light. So choose carefully, but once you make your decision, go face first with it. Don't think like that. Don't think vulgar. This is not the time of the day to think of that. Okay, Jazdala. And by your question, Jazdala, is it saying like they're kind of a little bit egotistical? Hey BF. Yes, after Jazdala. So I just had to know it. Okay, Dax. So Dax, was it because were you meaning like somebody is too like, oh, I'm the best ever? No, I'm better than you. Like, are they acting vain purposely, or worse, narcissistic, or thinking, you know, they're the hot thing in the room when really. Hold on, I'm gonna do something right quick. Tell this to get out of my life. Maybe that might help. There we go. So. Okay. So, about this person that Dax is asking, tell me. Well, the person that you're asking of, they may appear like they're confident and well, because you notice how well the Three Cups in this depiction, how well she's dressed. This figure may be putting on a beautiful face, like, oh, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm good. But in reality, when she sleeps, something is not giving her peace. In fact, it kind of looks like there's something that she's keeping in the dark, in the shadow, and she's not acknowledging it. But on the surface, she's like, oh no, I'm perfectly fine. Internally, not so much. And even though this figure also looks pale as white, this one looks like kind of decaying a little bit, but she's trying to make herself look the best she can. So there might be an illusion with it, but on the inside, there's something that's being hidden, and it's eating at this individual. So you might want to approach them saying, are you okay? Because it seems like something's off, like you're overcompensating. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a response. So at least that's what I'm getting out of it. So best thing to do is just go towards them and say, are you alright? Because it seems like you're really putting a lot of effort into your hiding something. Because that's usually something that people do. They like, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just going to make myself look completely bedazzled and different. Because if you know somebody, you'll know when something's fishy. Because you might like smell it. So next is... Alright, BF. Yeah, BF. Okay, so since... Oh, sheesh. Oh. Love it. Well, wasn't that just a lucky pull? Oh boy. So, BF. We have a Nine of Cups. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Oh boy. How am I going to go about this one? Well, Nine of Cups. Best put this, BF. Yeah. You actually might be in a state of extreme enjoyment. So much that you're kind of feeling like a wish has been granted and you're delighted with it. So much that you've already... I'm starting to, take a chomp and starting to get into it. That sounds so awkward. But you're starting to really take this wish that you got, and you're really starting to enjoy what's been given to you, because the Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups shows a wish has materialized, and since this depiction has a coin being dropped literally from the sky onto this tower, it's kind of like a wish has been granted towards you. and you're kind of wanting to enjoy every little second with it. Just the only thing that I can really suggest with this, just make sure you don't get too blinded with it, that you get so sucked up into it that you get all, that was it. Take your time with this new thing that's been bestowed to you. And in this depiction too, if you caution, yes, but make sure you still enjoy it though. Enjoy what you're given, but don't be all like nomming it nonstop. Because not only, well, for one thing, you might choke. Two, it may not be exactly enjoyed as it's intended. Slow and steady, even though it's tempting. Take your time with it. Okay, next. Okay, yeah, John, just put your thing in the chat. So, sweet Chiku? Well, okay. Okay, so after Chiku will be Sly. Okay. Husband wants to shift his transfer posting from planning. Will it happen? Okay, let's see. For Sweetie, well, oh, that sounds so awkward of me saying that. So, Sweetie, what do I get for Sweetie? Wow. I think, well, if anybody knows what Assassin's Creed is, you'll get this reference once I say it. I'm going to put it this way. Let's start it this way. So, sweet. We have this. First and foremost, 7 of Blades. Now, with this depiction, we have a shadow figure that looks like a tree, but he's standing right behind this cloak, this red cloak. So there's this energy of having a lot of keeping a lot of focus onto it and having a lot of intense longing for it and making sure you're completely in the know for it. But also trying not to be like notice that you're really pushing for it. But in reality, all this worry, well, there's the 10 of Pentacles and there's Ezio from Assassin's Creed, pretty much. Best thing I can say is the consistent worrying really does not have to be there, because you have everything that you need to essentially have a good hunt, metaphorically. And translating that is that you may be worried that you may not have the means to get the outcome that you want. Oh, no. You've already, the outcome that you want already has the means and the tools to get it. You just got to make sure that every every T, Q, and everything that has a cross, with a letter, everything's dotted, everything's is lined as it needs to be, everything's organized. And other than that, it should just go right into the hand. But also make sure that if he's going towards that, getting the new change and whatever, make sure he does go in looking spiffy and classy. Because this depiction of the 10 of Pentacles, the figure is like, oh, aren't you just dashing? But also not really be really emotional with it, because the figure is very about it. Just like very serious, practical, orderly, professional. But don't need to worry about it because the means are there. Just double check. Okay, next. Okay, Sly. Sly, you can go next. I just gotta know what, or you just want me just to come up with whatever comes out of the deck. Oh, my voice is already cracking. It's only 5 in the morning. Easy, cupcake. Well, John, I didn't see your question. Your energy today. So, was that what you wanted to know? What your energy is today? Because if so, just gotta easy there. Just make sure that none of them flipped the wrong way. Okay, we're good. Alright. Okay. Well, we have the two that flew out of the deck, Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So, there is an intense longing for something and a lot of potent craving for something. Like, that thing over there, that, you know, we'll go with it. That good old big piece of sirloin steak, craving it. But the thing is, you might be holding yourself back from getting it because you're holding on and you're trying to logically think of the best way to get a hold of it. The way that a vampire functions, they see meat, they go and nom on it. So you have a lot of drive to go for it, and you know that you can take the leap to go get it. You just gotta go and get it. And also making sure that you're taking care of yourself on a practical, physical, 3D level. Taking care of your needs first, then your wants, and even then too. With vampires and how they just go for it, that's meeting a need. They're feeding themselves. So make sure your needs are being met and don't let your thoughts misdirect you. Because you already know, I need that thing that I'm craving. Well, go get it. If you're craving for it, go get it. If something's telling you, well, it's not really the best thing to do, what do you know then, dude? How do you know what's best for me when you're not me? Exactly. So you have the decision, and the final decision, to make the call to go, meat, want it, now, chomp. Or meat, not feeling it. That's your choice. But make sure you don't let the thoughts misdirect you and that you're taking the sword and stabbing into the ground by like, I don't know, I'm not really seeing clearly. Just get your needs met and sustain yourself. Don't really worry about the thoughts of trying to figure out a way to yank this thing out of the ground. Just go grab it and chomp it, metaphorically. Have a lot of energy to go get something on a practical level. You have the means to get it for it today. So, at least that's what I got. I guess is you, Sly. Whatever you want me to look into or surprise, it'll be just what comes off the top of your head. Nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. What can you tell? What can you say about? Yeah. So, Dick, what can you tell Sly about the nasty? Hello, Jeremy. We're having car circle. Oh. Wow. Hopefully, well, I mean, if you have, and not saying anything, if you've been tracking someone and keeping an eye on someone, well, okay. Okay. That's just nasty. Now, here's what we got. Page of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, thanks, BF. Thanks for that. I'll buy you chocolate. I don't know. Anyway, so, Sly, regarding the nasty, well, You may have been tracking someone or keeping your eyes on someone and kind of like being in the background like, I think I got a live one here. I want this one. But I'm not so sure yet. I'm just going to keep my eye on that one. But in reality, then the Eight of Wands comes out, which is a depiction of a man figure turning into a bat figure. So, too much caution. You have to actually let let loose a little. The only thing I'm going to let loose shouldn't be said out loud. Eight of Wands, the twig energy with it be going, spreading wings, flying, and going in and claiming the, that part of whatever thing you're trying to catch. That part below the belt. You get what I mean. So, now's the time to really, don't need to really be in the shadows stalking or like keeping an eye on one. Time to break out of that, spread your wings, and be just like, a harpy. Just come flying down and get your talons and just yoink. I'm gonna take this meat. So, if the here, okay, we'll get a little vulgar. If the meat looks good to grab, just go and grab it. Just grab it. And if somebody's like, oh, that's too much, nah. They're probably fresh meat. They have no idea what they're doing either, so don't worry about them. You all got to start somewhere. So just go in and grab it. Yeah. And don't sit on it. Don't be all... I should have grabbed it. Okay. Okay. K. Let's see what comes for K. K-H-A-Y. K, we get... Okay, we have, let's go on the right. Again? Oh, that was a different card. So, here's what I got. We have Five of Swords, and then the Magician. So, with this one, here's what I got. You might be in a standing where you're thinking, the heck just happened? Where am I? What in the world is going on around me? Where is everybody? Hello? How come there's nobody here? Oh, bloody dang it. Great. Well, since I'm all by myself, I gotta figure out a way to get out of this thing. But first, let me summon a minion. The Magician coming out of the ground. So, essentially, what comes to my mind is that if you're in a position where you're like, I have no idea what to do, or I have no idea where to go, I don't know who to rely on, I'm in a spot where I'm clueless, possibly might be the most optimal time to actually reach out to someone who is really willing to come out of the ground or, just come out of nowhere and just be all, I'm alive. Yes, milady, or sir. I'll be more than happy to help with you getting back home or whatever endeavor you're dealing with. Oh, splendid. So, come on, Stetson. Move your tush and get me out of this blank space. So, if you're in a situation where you need assistance because you're kind of clueless, just go towards somebody who kind of is like a fanboy or a fangirl towards you, and they'll help you get out of the situation. At least that's what I'm getting. And even, it doesn't matter, like, if you really were like, no, and you haven't spoken to them in, like, a few weeks or months. If you go back towards them, they'll come out of the ground like if they're alive again, and they'll help you get out of that situation. Just make sure that, you know, you do kind of also say, I just need some help, hon. You don't be getting too fanboy at me. Just get me out of this hot mess. Just make it perfectly clear. So that way they don't be all like, well, you were using me. No, not really. I gave you the lift. Okay. I know that was a bit of a... That's what came to mind, and I know it might be odd. And at least the way that I read it's always intuitive. I always just look at the card and think, okay, that's what that's saying. Because that's gonna sound so horrible. No, no deck is the same. Obviously, no deck is the same. You can tell where my mind's been at. Oh wow, what a good card to get slapped with in the morning. That's good. Let's see what the deck says for me. Oh boy, oh god. Huh. I don't know how to respond to that one, but we'll go with it. Oh, hey, Cray. Now it's really gonna get Cray. What is a thigh slapper? Come on now. It's the morning. Whoops. Get over here. Oh. Oh my gosh. You been up all night? Well, that makes two of us. Yeah, wow, that's gonna sound so bad. I'm a night hooter, no, night owl. So, for what the deck has said for me, oh boy. Oh, Mortal Kombat? Oh boy. Yeah, cosplay, not a problem. Okay. So, the deck gave me this. Death. Uh-oh, something's kicked the bucket. The bucket has been kicked, and the other card is She Who's Not Having It. Queen of Swords. Oh boy. Well, something has had a transformation by my side that's not having BS. Absolutely no more BS. Like, nope. Not gonna have this anymore. Besides, do you mind? You're gonna expect me to go anywhere near this dead thing? Do you not realize I'm wearing this white dress? Do you want me to stab you? Do you want me to take you by the head and put you in the fountain behind me and drown you? In your own blood? Don't tempt me. Yeah, that kind of sass. It's actually funny because that's kind of accurate. Okay, let's see. If I've been so funny, yes, I know. I love my sense of humor. It gets cray. Okay. Cosplay? Yeah. Cosplay is up. Ow. Don't pinch my finger. Okay, what can you say for... What the heck are you doing, hon? A wire was trying to pull me off the bed. So, what can we have for cosplay? Well. There's nothing wrong with being intoxicated. There's never anything wrong with being intoxicated. In fact, it's probably better. No. Well, it's literally, by me, it's 5:24, so it is technically a 5 o'clock time, so drink away. Yeah, they need to stop abusing the users. Instead, they need to start abusing the people trying to help. Because they don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so here's where we go. The Knight of Blades. No, wait, the Knight of Pentacles. So hard to tell sometimes. Knight of Pentacles with Judgment. Wow. Oy. It's good, though. So, You may be going towards something very slow, steady, precise, and carefully. But you gotta move a bit faster. Well, and also here's another thing to keep in mind. The Knight of Pentacles is also a card that's very fixated on sticking to a task. And he's very fixated and committed to finishing it through. He's like disciplined and focused enough to start, go all the way through, and finish. But the thing is, might need to get a bit of a motivator to the tush, because at least what I'm getting from this Judgment card, it's kind of like warning that if things don't move a little bit quicker, you might arrive a bit too late, and it's like, oh, bloody hell, and we don't want that. So, unless too, you might be also facing something that has gone to ruin, and now you're just all crap. Oh well. Let's just rebuild this up from the top and go and rebuild this and make sure it's right this time, so that way it won't be an awkward moment like this again. Just, I'm all alone. Is that tomato juice in the snow? Oh, that's not tomato juice. Nope. 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 Oh, somebody's head. Yeah, we don't want to have any of that. So, either move quicker, but also still try and be accurate with what you're doing, or you might be being tested to see if you can actually redo it again, but also go at it in a very slow but grounded way. Making sure that everything is more stable before moving on to the next part of it than the next. Taking your time slow and steady, but making sure the foundation is good. Wait. Actually, yeah. Stop yelling out there. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Ugh. Will you quit yelling out there? One, where? Where's the ones? I don't know. I don't know either. I just work here. Oh. It's okay. Well, hey, you can be as random as a Final Fantasy battle, and trust me, those come out of nowhere. Like, screens break. The screen breaks. This shit again? Shut up, Titus. You'd be all like, oh, you're about to encounter a random battle. How do you know that, dude? Well, the screen's gonna break right... There it is. I mean, if I could, you know, like, well, it's a good thing I got this for the occasion, then. Alright, then. Come on, then, you fiends. I dare you. And I may not hit as hard as Orin, but there's one thing I can say. I will evade like Lulu. I can be, but at first, when I... Like, say if I was actually to meet somebody for the first time face-to-face... Here, let's bring that down a bit. If I was to meet somebody for the first time face-to-face, it'd be very... You better be careful, because I don't trust you. Okay, you're good to me this one time. You're gonna have to keep going, hon. Because if you pull anything fast, you're gonna get a poke in a spot you don't want. And if that happens to be the spot you wanted in, then I'll just go the other way then. Careful. Well, Woods Adventure, I was in Boy Scouts, but 9. I'm on life path number 9. Mm-hmm. Great. Great. Well, 2 9s make 18. 3. Wow. 3 6 9. Wow. 3 6 8 9. Yeah. Yes, Sly, you may. What month did he pass in 2017? What month was it? August 11th. I'm gonna hold that thought, Cray. Well, let's see, Sly. Oh, here, let's do it this way, Sly. We'll pull some for the left and right. The left 1, left 2, left 3, right 1, right 2, right 3. I see this as an easy choice. Completely easy. Let's start with the left first. You go with the left side. Tower. Now don't be thinking, oh shoot, no. No. If you go with the left, you'll have a sudden surprise moment come out of nowhere and actually even surprise you like, wow, whoa. 2 of Cups. Emotional connection. So there'll be a sudden moment of having something come out of left field and kind of even scare you, like, whoa. But the connection is deep. Yep, and this, at least how I'm looking with this, it is good. The Tower, with this depiction, is like, oh boy. Oh boy, so this thing's gonna fall, and then what's gonna be there? Oh, something else is gonna keep me on my toes. And it's even happy to see me. It's smiling. And it has a deep connection with you. 2 of Cups. The right. Not so nice. Hello, Tat. Okay. Here's what the right is. 4 of Cups. Like, I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I've been bamboozled. I'm trying to process something. I just don't get it. 4 of Wands. Death. So let's take this from the top. If you go down the right side, you might feel conflicted, lost. Like, what the heck, dude? I can't process this. Something's not right. Wait, wait. Oh, is that an angel that just got crippled and he's depressed and sad and he's on, on the crypt crying? Does he have a sword in his wing? Oh, that's not good. Now he's dead. I think kind of the choice is obvious. You might get a heart attack on this side, but you'll have the connection waiting at the end. This side, you may feel like, how come I feel like something's on, I can't figure it out. And then you get crippled. And it actually, cripples your ring down. And then, we have the transformation that probably will lead to, yep, Eight of Swords being lost. Like, I don't know, I'm like, Abraham Lincoln, the vampire killer, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Thanks, Maddie. Well, let's see here. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but here's my card that came out. There's my card. And they're serving a Snape with it too. It's like, McQueen, that bloody Potter is messing with us again. Here, have a taste of the blood and go, go stab him in his gollywagger. Me? Well, I mean, that's kind of hard because I'm about to say which one, because there's quite a few that have passed lately. But yes, you have the potential to actually there was one that almost did. But still, if you go down the left side, you'll actually get to the highest state you can possibly be, and you actually have someone assist you. Like what I just said with the Two of Cups. The same thing. Go down the right. No. That may be, yeah. Okay, now, no, where we go? I have to go and do Maddie's. Where is she? Maddie, okay. So, Maddie, okay, I have to remember, so after this one, crap. About that friend that was the catalyst, I'll do that next. Maddie, what makes people be all Maddie? What makes people get woozy-wooed by you? Let's see then. You'll do. Okay? That's funny, because Sagittarius is where my Rahu or North Node's at. So it's like, There we go. So let's see. Okay, so Maddie. Where'd it go? Get back over here. Where the heck? Honey Bear, I'm about to table flip. There it is. So Maddie. What draws people to you? Three of Pentacles, and then she who's most high, the High Priestess. Well, what draws people to you is that you actually are able to not be really swayed by anybody, and they really are admiring your intelligence, but they are also very aware that you are very in tune and you're not one to mess with, and they respect that. They can turn to you for sound advice, but you don't just give out advice to stupid people. If they're not going to listen, you ain't going to deal with them. And you make that perfectly known. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to waste your time from your work babying somebody who don't want to listen. I don't blame you. So people are drawn to your practicality and also intelligence, and also giving sound advice but not taking BS. And if somebody's like not listening to you, you're just all, oh, you were talking? Oh, I'm sorry, what? It's like you tune out and you don't even bother with it. You just cut it off. Like, nope, not getting that anywhere near me. So then next would be, where did we go? Okay, then that would be, then for Cray's spot. Then okay, here we go. So Cray. Actually, yeah, that's why I was asking, because something just flew in front of my face, and I'm gonna hope that it won't do it again. Otherwise, it's gonna take a Selenite spike to the foot. So for Cray. Well, for Cray, how does this say? King of Pentacles and then the Seven of Swords. But this is not like a very sneaky, stealing Seven of Swords. Instead, this is a picture of the King of Pentacles. You have a stone figure at a gravesite. And this gravesite, actually the ground has been opened. There's cracks and something's come out of it. And there's a shadow figure behind this figure that's kind of hunched over. Wouldn't you think, that would be pointing at something, right being kind of behind you? Because this figure could be sitting and reading something or looking down and picking up something. Gotta love it when that happens, right? Yep. That just had to come out. Okay, next. Ollie? Yeah, Ollie. Senpai. Well, Senpai has noticed Ollie, I believe. Or I'm giving Senpai his, rank up or, class up or whatever the heck kids call it nowadays. Oh. Oh, Ryan. I don't get out much, okay? I don't like people. I mean, I do, it's just that sometimes after a while, I was like, okay, enough with people. I need a Jello shot or something. Or a Long Island. No, I'm not trying to throw cards out to cut off your heads. So, Senpai, you have the king, no, not the king. You have the Knight of Twigs, or he with a hot beating stick, and the Star. So, I'm going to go at it this way. You notice that, oh, that is pretty out there. Oh, there's something out there that I want. Oh, I see it. I'm going to wait until later in the morning, but I know what I want. Recuperated and ready to take the jump. Oh, and besides, the stars up there, maybe it might be Orion's belt. Maybe a bit, right there. Just for giggles. And then you're aware of it, you're just waiting for it, but you definitely have the energy to go in and get it. So, you have a wish that you were looking at? Well, channel that Orion spirit into your head and go get it. Nom on it. Yoink it. Be all like, oh, no, this is mine. No, Senpai must have his meat. Or, you get what I mean. Senpai must have the meat. Now. Give me, now. Senpai said so. If you don't let me have it, I'm not going to notice you. Not now, not ever, no more again. So still, you have your wish, and it's going to rejuvenate you too, so, sounds so vulgar. So, unleash the swiftness of the flamin' and get it, and let the burning wind go. Move fast and hot. Going in hot, yoink. Because the knights are air and fire, well, there you go, have at it. Okay, next. Okay, back we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so, well, there you go, Senpai. There's your thing. Okay, for Aline, okay. Okay, Aline, here we go. So Aline for general, just to see what comes up. Okay, for Aline, here's what we get for you. I accidentally skipped a question, my bad. I feel so... I kind of wish, YouTube had like something to put in for like a queue system. Like, okay, then you, instead of me having to finger my screen to scroll back up. Aline, what do we get here? Oh, Tat. If there has been something that has been intimidating you, and it's been something in your past that's like trying to scare and make you be all like, you better be scared of me, girl. You need a breath mint. What? Yeah, you stink. Do you not know what I am? A jerk? I could resist. Oh, I need to make that a highlight. Oh man, that just made my day. Whoa. So, anyway. So there could be something trying to intimidate you and make you feel like you're against something that you're not ready to go up against or face off against. But then we have over here with the Five of Pentacles, which actually looks like these two are actually, digging up something to actually put the final stake in it. So if there's something that you've been dealing with since childhood, this is an opportune time to actually go on a face and be like, you know what? I got something that'll take care of this real good, Mr. Stinky Head. What is that? Just two of my friends that, just knocked you out and, stuck that thing in your chest and put you in the ground. Finally, he'll shut up. So, this is an opportune time to actually go in and combat something, but also bring help in putting a final end to it. Because this is an opportune time for that. Okay, where we go. Okay, there we go. Next is, okay. Oh, I think it's actually missed. Let me just double check, because I don't want to... Oh, Sun's next. Okay, so Sun. Here we go. Wait a minute. I have no idea, because all these names are all over the place. I'm trying to... Okay. Sun. Okay, now Sun's next. For Sun... So about Sun's card, what we got here? That's a good one. That's a good sign to get. Especially when it flies out of the deck. Sun with... Sun and then... No. High, she who's most high and then the Five of Pentacles. Looks like that guy is trying to think he's being sneaky. But one problem, though. I never heard of a vampire having that many legs. So if you're detecting that he's being BS, probably is. I never heard of an arachnaire, like a vampire and an arachnid. Arachnaire. Yeah, I've never heard of one of those before. That's not what they're supposed to look like. So you're intuitively, there's something fishy, and possibly would be very, not impressed if there's BS being spewed. Just be all, oh, sire, you think I don't notice your, spidey legs? You ain't gonna be fooling me with those legs. Better not think you are gonna fool me with them legs. Because trust me. Oh, I know what you think. Oh, yeah. Something that, a man Likes a lady with legs, huh? Well, a lady doesn't like a guy with too many legs. Because he moves and walks too far and too much. He walks away too much. So yes, not really a one to trust with a car at least. Or just go towards in a way that you're very just like kind of meh with it. Even if you might have some interest in it, just put on that face of, that's it? Really? You're wanting me to pay that much for this? Really? Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, go at it that way. Okay, our next one is, oh boy. There we go. Next is, okay. There's a K. Next is, oh my boy, Atlanta. Miss. Okay, Miss is next. What do I got for Miss? Double Miss? Miss. It sounds like I almost said misfit. Miss gets, oh. Ooh. Empress. And the Wheel of Fate. So if there's been something that you've been nurturing and wanting to grow and actually nurture and watch it grow and get more support in raising something, the Wheel of Fate is turning, and the Fate sisters are like, yes, why don't we just roll this along? Let's just give this Empress some aid and some help in raising her investment. Let's get the wheels turning. The wheels turn, and you get what's fair and just, but swiftly. King of Swords. Or a figure gives that to you and helps you legally get it. You get guidance and support from a figure that's fair, practical, but firm. Whoa, that was a good one. So if you're looking for support, there it is. Wow, I didn't even pull them yet. Yes. Okay, now next is Enchantress. What can we say for it? Wait till I pull the card out of the deck first. What can we say for the Enchantress? Ooh. You're gonna like this one, Enchantress. You're really gonna like this one. And Sun, for that reading that I did for you, yeah, just make sure you don't really act in, like, you know, how do I put this? Don't act very enthused, just like, that's it. Because you might actually save some money doing that to him. If he's trying to scam you, if you catch him with something. So Enchantress, oh boy, this is a good one. If something has knocked you down, and trying to make it seem like bigger than you, no, they're not going to be able to keep you down. Not at all. And if you notice, there's some writing on the wall right behind her. Right there. And she's like, oh, you thought you killed me, huh? You thought you had the last of me, huh? That's okay. That's what the last 20 said too, and they stopped moving. Looks like you're Blackjack, number 21. Oops. Did you notice how this depiction, there's the figure looking down at the figure holding the scales and the sword? Nope. But anyway, the writing on the wall is saying, Mentro Mori. Mentro Mori. I don't speak that language, whatever language it is, so I don't got much of that, but still, If somebody's trying to keep you down and, you know, keep you crippled and making it be like, I'm tougher than you. Well, here comes some karma just like, oh, that was it? Oh, I didn't even break a nail when you hit me. Oh, come on, hon. You can't keep me down. So something's trying to keep you pinned? Nope. Get back up and just reminded, no. I've endured a lot worse than you, and trust me, you ain't got nothing. Just make it known. If anything tries to knock you down, just... In about 5 minutes, I gotta be off and get ready for my very short work day. And I'm also... I'll be coming on like later like at 9-ish my time, so about say 4 hours from now. And then I'll eventually like at 9:30 my time, which is 3 hours. Oh wait, no, that's yeah, that would be 3 hours and 30 minutes. 3 hours and 30 minutes, yeah. And I'll be talking about let's see, what was I gonna talk about? Oh, about like kind of diffusing this stereotype of like all dark divines, dark goddesses, dark gods, dark entities, they're only evil. I'm gonna debunk that pretty hard. Like hard as a, you know, 1 2x4 hard, like crack hard. But then again, what I like to look at is like this. Let's see here. If something is good, but then if also something's bad, well, it is what it is. If you go out of the neutral viewpoint like that, it's just like, well, there's a lot of bad in this good, and there's a lot of good in this bad. It's just what it is. 6 of Pentacles, and that's just actually a card of balance. Go figure. Oh, look. Oh, Lovers. Now, that's perfect balance right there. And I like this Lovers card because, you know, the angel in the background has black wings is all... Well, I fell from grace, so I now pronounce you Hanky and Panky. Now you can bite each other's neck. Have at it. Well, even then, too. Me personally, I whenever I hear Yahweh, I think, oh, hello, you woman abuser. I didn't stutter, though. Hey, don't look at me. He was the one who was all like, Lilith, you must be my queen. I must? Why? Because you're so pretty. Aw, and you're kind of out and raggedy. But in all seriousness. Yeah, I'm probably going to take flight and get ready for the day. And I'll be back at, 9:30 my time. And then I'll be talking about, probably down to my workplace. Be talking about the dark divines. Yeah. Monster Squad. Actually, wait a minute. Halcyon Monster Squad. Oh, wow, that actually sounds catchy. Great. Now you gave me a merch idea. Oh, well, we'll go with it.